In just minutes, the heart of Joplin, Missouri was torn apart. In this video we discover a monstrous, howling EF5 tornado with winds exceeding 200 miles per hour ripped through homes, schools, and hospitals, leaving nothing but chaos in its wake. But as devastating as it was, the true story of Joplin's tornado is about more than destruction. It's about survival. Stay with us until the end for a shocking revelation that will change the way you view this tragedy forever. On May 22, 2011, as the sky darkened over Joplin, the residents of this small city had no idea that they were about to witness one of the deadliest tornadoes in U.S. history. By the time it had passed, 158 lives were lost, more than 1,000 people were injured, and nearly a third of the city was gone. Entire neighborhoods were flattened, businesses obliterated, and families were left searching through the rubble for loved ones. This tornado wasn't just another natural disaster, it was hell unleashed on Earth. The sound, survivors said, was like a freight train barreling through the heart of their lives. Houses were torn from their foundations, cars were tossed like toys, and trees were uprooted and flung across the landscape. Debris flew through the air at terrifying speeds, making every breath a battle between life and death. Families huddled in bathrooms and basements, praying that they would survive the unrelenting storm. For many, their prayers were answered, but for too many others, they were not. The aftermath was an apocalyptic scene. The Joplin High School was gone, its graduation stage flattened just hours after students had crossed it. St. John's Regional Medical Center, a beacon of care and hope, was rendered useless, with patients and staff scrambling to escape as the walls crumbled around them. But amid the carnage, stories of heroism began to emerge. First responders rushed into the chaos without a second thought, clawing through mountains of debris searching for survivors. Residents joined them, armed with nothing but their bare hands, crowbars, and sheer determination. People like Mark Lindquist, a social worker, who shielded 3 disabled adults with his body during the tornado's full fury. They all survived, though Lindquist was critically injured. Or heroes like Dr. Kevin Kikta, a surgeon, who found himself treating patients in the hospital parking lot as the tornado bore down. He used whatever he could find, often just his hands, to tend to the wounded. But the horrors of that day lingered. Joplin's residents searched the wreckage for any sign of normalcy, like photos, wedding rings, and cherished toys. For many, the hardest part wasn't just losing their homes but realizing that friends and family were still missing. Rescue workers combed the rubble, but the task of finding the living and the dead was painstaking and slow. In the days that followed, the city of Joplin turned into a place of both incredible loss and unimaginable hope, as families were reunited and the death toll slowly climbed. What is most shocking, however, is the devastating scope of the destruction itself. Joplin wasn't just another city hit by a storm, it was a city nearly erased from the map. The tornado, which grew to nearly a mile wide at its peak, left scars that would take years to heal. But here's the revelation: as heartbreaking as it was, Joplin's residents were able to rebuild more than just their homes. They rebuilt their spirit, their community, and their resilience. By the end of the recovery, Joplin had become a model of how communities can rise from the rubble, stronger and more united than ever. Joplin stands as a testament to human resilience. The numbers are staggering: 158 dead, over $2.8 billion in damages, and 7,000 homes destroyed. But the real story is the heart of the people who refused to let the tornado define them. Joplin rebuilt, not just its buildings but its sense of community, proving that even in the darkest of times there is always hope.